Hey guys, I had to come on here again to figure out what was going on with my phone, and I am happy to say I think I have really mastered it. Because if you don't know, Apple has done some more updates. But enough about that. I just want to kind of pop on here and let you see that my desk is not always full of watercolors. So today, at the time of this recording, I am completing all of my, what do you call it? Prompts for Happy Place Crafting. And I will link her channel below. We do have some watercolor on, but we'll save that for another time. But I have made my makes. So I've done make. I've done element. And now I'm working on action, because what I had to get through my noggin, through my head, because sometimes you can have so much education and so much sense so you don't have the common sense of just do it. So I wanted to do this video to kind of give you permission to just do it, right? So the thing that got me is these are the prompts, because Beth, she kept saying, you can make what you want. You can be whatever you want it to be, you know. And I was just like, or she said, or I'll give it to you. I was like, well, you give it to me. So I was thinking that was going to make life a little bit easier for me. And it kind of did. Kind of did. Kind of did. And, but it was so easy, I was making it hard. I was making it really, really, really hard. And I had to put some lotion on my hands because I had been in the yard earlier and came back in the house and cleaned up, and just, when I'm home alone and ain't nobody, I don't worry about putting all that stuff on. But hands got to be model ready at least, right? Okay, let's put do not disturb on so nobody pops on and knocks me off of the internet. Okay, there we go. Now let's go. Okay, so here's the thing. I've did all of the things. Now what I do have to do is decide if I'm going to write these prompts, and she typed them up and they're so beautiful on here. If I'm going to write them on here, like these are actions. So if I'm going to write them on here, 31 of them on my cards, or if I'm just going to pull out a card, maybe, I don't know, because I would want to use these again. Right? I wouldn't want to make them just to this, or should I? I don't know. Tell me in the comments below what you think. How are you doing it? Are you doing this? But either way, I had to finish decorating, and I didn't have but one deck of cards. So this is another thing that I did. This is why I'm saying you can use what you have. Let's say if you don't have a deck of cards, like Beth has decks of cards. She has cards. I had one deck that I got from the thrift store. And I was going to go to the dollar store and get another one, for this. And then I was just like, well, you got plenty of paper that you can turn into something beautiful. So I took some watercolor prints or something that I had practice on, and I'd use those. So I'm going to take, these were, oh Lord, I pulled them out. These were, oh Lord, oh wait, I know. These were makes. Makes don't have names on them, so these don't have names on them. Right, okay, yep, that's where they go. So these are makes. These are 30, I think it's not 31 because we're already, at the time of this recording, it's already at 7. So either way it goes, you have prompts. And the way Beth has it, she has her prompts on, let's just pull out front card. So these are my makes. Let's say these are my makes. And then today is the 7th. So we need to figure out what we're going to do for today, right? So you will pull out a make. I feel like I'm still missing something. You pull out a make, you pull out an element, and you pull out an action. Oh, and then the color, she's already chosen the colors too. That's the other thing. That's in my book. This is why it got confusing to me. Okay, this is what you're going to do. So say if it was flip out, tea bag, get tea bag or element is tea bag, and say jelly plate. So would I have to go get my jelly plate? No, I possibly got some jelly plate prints that I've already used or whatever, but it's jelly plate. Okay, and then the color, you come over here and pull out a color. So let's just say the color today was late tomatoes. What would late tomatoes be like for you? Late tomatoes could be really, really, really red, because if they're late, then they are really, really red. Or they could be late tomatoes and they could be green because they just didn't turn red. That's your interpretation. Like, so she leaves plenty of room for intuitiveness in this. And that's why I was missing it, because it was so easy and so simple. So I hope this helped you to join us over here as we are doing this prompt. We're doing Dear Prompts. It's called Dear Prompts. And she also made a book. I'm going to link the video in the description box below, because it's not too late. Dear Prompt. And these are the prompts back here. And I just was getting ready to cut them all off because, again, I was misunderstanding. So, Fading Sun, that was Fading Sun. Wilted Blooms, Golden Hour. So, Wilted Blooms didn't necessarily have to be red. It could have been anything, wilted flowers, whatever. Golden Hour to me meant that it was golden hour. However, it was the color. So on here, I can go back and maybe I can make this work for this. So, I will have to go back possibly, or not. Like, we can say this was a journal card. We got a journal card. Then we could come over here and I think it was a clock somewhere over here. I remember seeing music. I could have put music on there. So that's what it was. So now that I have a greater understanding, but dried grass. See, dried grass. Whatever I put on here, it could have been green, because the color dried grass is green. It's green when you first mow it, and then when it's not mowed anymore, when it dries up, it's like a brownish color. So that's how that worked. And last Fireflies, I pulled out Love, and in here it has a whole bunch of stuff. So I had to get some understanding. So now that we have it, we're going to move forward. Let's put make right there so I can remember what was what. So the make is first, element is second, and I'm working on action cards. And because I've made these kind of puffy, they're not closing up. So this is going to be kind of tight. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. So we're done. We're done with these, because 7 days have already gone by. So we don't need to make them all the way to 31. All right. And I'll put on here, I'll pull out, what I said, 20 something, and put whatever on here on the card. And I need to decide, that's why I was trying to decide, how do I want to put it on there? Do I want to put it on the back? Because I want these cards to be used over and over and over again. So if Beth does another Dear Prompt, I will use the same cards, and we will use, because them being decorated is just how they're decorated. And that's, again, where I was messing up, because I was like, well, it needs to be decorated with what? Like a pull-out needs to be a pull-out, like, or a flip-out. So, but right here on the bottom, I could put ink blending, or turn it on the back and put ink blending. So the action, if I pull this card today and flip it over, it would say ink blending. But the next time when I do this, again, that's what I'm saying, I want to use these cards. So I'm thinking about, how do I want to put, or do I have to go over here, pick an action, pick an element, and a make, and just use it on here? Like, go down 7 through 31. 7 through 31. And then on here, and then I just pull out the card. But that kind of defeats the purpose, doesn't it? Because you're not making it, you're not sorting through the cards, you're choosing it. And each day it's supposed to be, okay, well, what is it? It's supposed to be something different. So I'm probably going to just have to take these cards and just like flip out and decorate them with the things. That's it. I talk myself through it. And that's sometimes what I have to do. But this is the book. And the book, she did her book. She got a book from, I think, Walmart. She broke up a composition book. And then she stitched it. So I broke up a journal that I had. And then I stitched mine and sewed it in the middle. Same thing. And took some of my, remember I was repurposing Chick-fil-A boxes that I had from our family reunion. So that's what this was made out of. Chick-fil-A box. And now it's a book. So I'm excited about putting this together and making it all yummy. So if you want to join us over here on Slapping Paint on Paper, it's a little different, but I do believe somewhere along the road I will be slapping some paint on some paper. But it's just to let you know, it's part of what I do over here. It's not always about watercolor. Watercolor is number one. Junk journaling, or this kind of isn't junk journaling. This kind of isn't. But it's just to kind of grab hold to all of your scraps. Like I pulled out some more things here and something, and I'm putting them in a thing because who knows? I probably are going to use them in the making of the pages, right? And I had already did these. These were, I cut some paper, cardstock paper, bust down a paper pad because Bitty Penny was saying we're going to create with a paper pad, the little paper pad. So as she gave me an idea, I was like, oh, I don't have little ones, but I have plenty of big ones. So I filled this up along with some artwork that I cut down, some leftovers, and we're just going to use those. We're going to use it all, and we're going to have fun. We're going to have fun. We are going to have fun. So if you want to join us over here on this journey, as Happy Place Crafting is doing Dear Prompts, click on the link in the description box below to go check her out so you can see for yourself for how she's set it up and how she's doing it. And then that way you can join us. I would love for you to join us. Leave in a comment below that you're going to join us if you're going to join us. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, and if I've said anything or any videos that you kind of roamed around with and you just like, oh, this girl is my kind, you know, hit that subscribe button and that bell notification, hit all, so that when I do go live or when I upload a video, you will be notified that I'm here or I've brought something here. Oh, look, this just said, hey, I want to go on there just like that. There's one. There's two. See, just sitting on my desk. Let's put them on. Let's put them on. Oh, let's put them on. So you get a little bit more creative. Because, you know, stuff start talking to me and I have to be like, what do you want? And it's like, hey, can I go on there? I cut my nails and, oh, if it just don't pop off, it probably won't come. Oh, there we go. There we go. And I know these little hearts came from the dollar store during Valentine's Day. I already know that's where they were. So again, if you haven't subscribed, do subscribe if you would like. If not, no pressure. But do join us on Mondays and Wednesdays here as we are in the studio. And this month, for the month of August, we're talking about clearing the mind, decluttering the mind, decluttering negative thoughts, and all the things that makes us sometimes just not successful for our own good. And then that way you can join us on Mondays and Wednesdays live because I'm here at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. Okay? All right, guys. Have a good one. Bye.